Alright, so the way I want you to think about this video is that it is a complete introduction to the stock market. It is not like a super thorough explanation about every single possibility and every single type of way that you can go ahead and use your money within the stock market. It is a very general, a very basic understanding of what the stock market is. So then that way, if you have absolutely no experience, you could at least begin to understand what the stock market is and how it works and how you can use it for yourself in a realistic, practical way. So if that sounds good to you, what you want to do next is you want to look right here on the bottom right side of the screen. You want to find that subscribe button. Go ahead and give that subscribe button a quick tap for me, so that way you will get notified by YouTube each and every time I publish a video that is about investing into the stock market, just like this one you're watching right now. So thank you so much for doing that, and now let's go ahead and get into today's video. Alright you guys, so if you're looking for a very simple and easy to understand explanation of exactly what the stock market is and how you could go ahead and use it for yourself to build wealth for yourself, well, here you go. So basically put, the stock market is a bunch of businesses of all sizes, from very small businesses to the largest companies you could possibly think of, who have made themselves publicly available for the average everyday person, or ultimately as rich as you could possibly think of, to go ahead and invest into their businesses. And now why would they do that? Because they want to take investors' money to use it rather than their money, or from borrowing money from the bank, they can then take the money that you've used to invest into their business, so that way you could become an owner. So by you investing your money into their business, you become a part owner in their business, and then as them, the business, they're going to take all of the investors' money, they're going to use it for research, for development, for coming up with new products, services, or investments to then grow their business even bigger, making them more valuable and more profitable. And the more valuable and the more profitable they become, the price of that company's stock goes up in value. And as it does, and you own multiples of shares of their company, then you, obviously because you own a larger amount of their company's stock and it goes up in value, then your wealth goes up in value. I know that this information can be a little bit confusing and a little bit hard to understand the very first time you hear it, because it was at least that way for me. So my personal suggestion is that you rewind that part of the video and you watch it as many times as necessary until you could totally grasp the concept. Now, in case you were confused at all, I'm going to go ahead and explain to you now exactly what stock prices are and exactly what shares are. So every single company that you invest into in the stock market has a stock price. Now that stock price is the amount that you need to pay in order to own one individual share of that company's stock. Now what is stock, or what are shares? So shares represent a very small sliver or fraction of that specific company or that group of companies that you are going to be investing into. So like, let's just say, for example, there's this imaginary company and you're like, oh, their stock costs $25 per share. So then, and their stock is, $25. So you're like, all right, for every $25 you put in at that specific time, you're going to get one share of that company's stock. So if you put in $100, you're going to get 4 shares. So, and the price of the company's stock is not going to stay the same. It literally changes second by second, day by day, minute by minute. And this is what makes investing into the stock market such a great opportunity to grow and build your wealth, because the stock prices go up and down every day. Sometimes you find yourselves in situations where you are looking at a really great company that offers really great products and services. There's nothing wrong with the company, but the stock market as a whole might be going down, causing that specific company that you were looking at, that you know is great, that has great products and services, the stock price will come down, allowing you, the investor, the chance to purchase more shares, at a cheaper price. So then you are able to purchase that really great company basically at a discount. So then that means when the stock market rebounds and goes the other way and it goes back up and the company is doing great now, according to the stock market, you've now owned a lot of shares at that cheaper stock price. So it immediately means that as soon as the stock goes up, you start profiting even sooner because your cost per share is at such a low cost. Okay, so now that you have a better understanding of what stock prices are, you know what shares of company stocks are, how do you go actually about investing into the stock market? Well, one thing is for sure that every single investor in the stock market, regardless of whether you're a big investor or a small investor, you need to have some type of investing brokerage account in order for you to go ahead and start investing into the stock market. So what is a stock market investing brokerage account? All right, so simply explained, basically an investing brokerage account is just an account that allows you the availability to invest into these individual companies or into these groups of companies. Now, you need this type of account and you cannot invest into the stock market without it. And if you do not know of one or you do not currently have one and you are looking for a very good stock market investing account that you could rely on, that is trustworthy, I will go ahead and link to M1 Finance. It is a very trustworthy, very reliable, and I am recommending it to you guys. I will put the link to the investing platform M1 Finance in the pinned comment of this video as well as the description of this video. So go ahead, click that link, sign up with M1 Finance today, so then that way you could start investing into the stock market and building wealth. So you do not have to use M1 Finance to go ahead and start investing and building wealth. You could find your own investing app or whatever type of investing brokerage account you want, but M1 Finance is just a really great option. I personally use it, and so that's why I'm recommending it to you guys. So now that you know exactly what the stock market is and you have a better understanding of about how to go about using it and you want to learn more about investing in the stock market, I'm going to put a video here on the screen that's going to pop up right now. It's going to tell you a lot more about investing into the stock market. So go ahead, click that video that pops up here on the screen, and I will see you in that next video.